Good morning. Today in the church's calendar, it is the 17th Sunday of regular time. In the gospel today, Jesus uses parables to explain the kingdom of God. And Jesus has two parables that are really wonderful stories. The first is about a man who goes out and he finds a treasure buried in the field. It's hidden, but the man finds it and he sells everything to buy the field to get the treasure. Second parable is about a man who is an expert on pearls. But one day he finds this precious, special pearl. And the story is that the man sells everything so he can buy that one special pearl, that gift. I was thinking that since March, most of us have experienced life in a different way. There's been a lot of frustration, some people a lot of anger, some people fear. But listening to people, watching people tell me stories, a lot of people have told me that this time has meant learning some new things. In some situations, it was families having more time with each other. And recently there was a man who told me that he had always been busy, was working, he was gone all the time. And he said he had to stay home. And at first he was like going crazy because he had to stay home. But he said, I started to know my children more than I had in the past. I began to realize the gift of my wife that I had not really thought about for a while. The man was very honest. I think other people have learned the goodness in other friends and family. That people having to stay home, other people have come, they've called, they've brought food, they've shared time, even if it's on a phone or it's on FaceTime, whatever it might be. And some people said, wow, I'm beginning to realize friendship, the meaning of relationships. And other people have said this time allowed them to do things for other people that in the past they would not have thought of doing, that they were able to help and encourage and comfort. And so even though this has been kind of a hard time, we've been able to find, if you want to use the word, gifts we didn't know we had. And so if you look at that first reading we have today, here you have King Solomon. He has everything. But God says, well, what do you want? What do you really want? And this young man says, give me wisdom, not for myself, but give me wisdom that I can use to help other people. And God himself looks at Solomon and says, wow, I'm God and I'm impressed because you want something that's not for yourself, but will help you help others. I think that's a good lesson for us. Learning to appreciate what we have, and maybe we forgot about that or overlooked it, or being able to use our gifts, whatever those gifts might be, our skills, our abilities, to help other people, to give them something better during this time. Every one of us is not the same. Each of us has our own gifts, our skills, our abilities. But what's important is whatever those gifts are, that we use them to build up, to help other people find their gifts, and they use them to help other people. And all together, we're able to build up God's kingdom in the world.